Good Wednesday morning, everybody. It's time to clean it up. It's time to make part two of the video series that I started yesterday. We're still talking tight ends, we're still talking Seahawks offense, and we're just trying to get to the bottom of this. It's a mystery. We're trying to figure out where the tight ends went on Sunday against the Titans. If you want to know exactly how we're doing this, go watch yesterday's video. I explained it all there. So in this video, I'm just going to go ahead and get down to business. So I only have 7 plays from the second half plus OT. Seahawks didn't have the ball as much in the second half, so there were just less plays to look at. What do you want from me? But this is the half where the offense really did not perform. So I really want to take a look at what the offense was doing with their tight ends, because maybe, and it's too early to say for sure, but maybe there's a correlation between the lack of production of the offense and the way in which we utilize tight ends. So, like I said, 7 plays. We're going to start with this one with about 9 minutes left in the third quarter. So, on this play, we've got one tight end on the field. It's Gerald Everett, and he lines up to the right. And all he does on this play is jog into the right flat. Now, this image kind of makes it look like he's running back towards the line of scrimmage, but he actually was just kind of sort of shuffling backwards into the flat. Now, he is wide open, as you can see in this image. Wilson still has the ball, and he's wide open. Now, he's not going to do that much if he catches the ball. He's got Kevin Byard, I think that's Kevin Byard, hovering right over him. But he could catch a pass and probably pick up 4 to 5 yards. Now, Wilson does not throw him this pass, as we all know. He would instead throw it to DK Metcalf, who was also wide open on this play. You can see Metcalf right here. He's going to creep a little middle from here, and he's going to be wide open right between 2 defenders. Wilson's going to hit him. Metcalf is going to turn up field and get about 14 to 15 yards. So it was a good play by the offense, and it was a good decision to not throw it to Everett here. But he was, for whatever it's worth, open. Wilson simply never looked his way and found a better option. Okay, now we go to play number 2, and this is later in the same drive. 8:26 or so left in the third quarter, and this is another first down play. There's one tight end on the field. Gerald Everett is lined up on the right side of the line, and he basically just runs a streak down the middle of the field, which you can see him in the process of doing here. He basically just curves towards the middle of the field slightly and runs straight down the field. And there are 2 defenders bracketing him here. We have 2 linebackers right here. You can see these 2 guys. But it looks like he is breaking open around the first down marker. And if you were to lob it over the top, or maybe hit him streaking to the left side of the field behind Metcalf, you might have something. It's possible. There could be a safety looming right back here beyond the around the 45-yard line, ready to pick it off or otherwise disrupt the play if you attempt to just lob it up to him. However, it does seem like you could fit it in between these linebackers and the safety if you really wanted to. And Wilson, in my view, was actually looking to pass it to Everett and was about to pass it to Everett, and then he pulled it back. So on this play, in this image, you can kind of see the pocket starting to collapse. As soon as he pulls the ball back in, he has to take off, and he takes off to his right, and he ends up hitting Tyler Lockett wide open. You can see Lockett over here. He's going to run to the sideline right around the yellow marker, and he's going to catch a relatively easy pass falling out of bounds for a 10-yard pickup and a first down. So Everett may have had a big play here if Wilson lets go of the ball right at this moment instead of pulling it back in. He might not. It might have been actually a big play for the defense, but it looks like he might have been coming open over the middle for a bigger play than the one Lockett eventually made, but it was still a good play for the offense, so no harm, no foul. Okay, this is play number 3. This happens with about 3:16 left in the fourth quarter. There's one tight end on the field. It's Gerald Everett. He's lined up on the left side of the line. And all he really does on this play is chip block Bud Dupree and then run out into the left flat over here. You can see him heading towards this area of the field, the left flat. Now, that's all well and good, but one, he's tightly covered by the linebacker, and two, it's 3rd and 11. So on a 3rd and long-ish, you would think that you might want to get your prolific tight end involved in the passing game, but instead he's just left to run out into the flat. And granted, he's covered, but running a little out into the flat on 3rd and 11 is basically code for you're not really involved in the play. You might catch a check down and pick up 5 yards, but you're not, it's not the plan to go to you. And this is not the first time in this game where I saw tight ends basically get left out of the party on a crucial 3rd down. Now, this play ended with the 69-yard touchdown to Freddie Swain on a go route, but I'm wondering why Everett's just running these meaningless routes on 3rd and long. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Okay, now we're going to go to our next play here, play number 4. And this is a big play in this game, and we're going to spend a little bit of time talking about it. This was the first of 2 3rd down failures that I think really cost us an opportunity to win this game in regulation. So it's 3rd and 3, 3rd and short, 3rd and very manageable. The Titans, I believe, had just scored a long touchdown via Derrick Henry. They're within a score, and it's time to get a drive going to let the defense rest and maybe go score some points yourself to keep the Titans at arm's length. So on this play, we have one tight end on the field. He lines up wide right, meaning he lines up as a wide receiver. We've seen this a few times already in the offense. We saw it again here. I like that kind of stuff. And Everett basically runs a fake go route. It looks like he's just going to streak straight down the field, and then he curves inside and runs a slant 5 yards downfield. So you can see him start to turn inside in this image. I know it's a little hard to see because the scoreboard cuts him off, but what you're seeing here is him basically planting his foot, turning inside, and starting to streak towards the middle of the field. And he's got man coverage on him. He is tightly covered by a defensive back, but it seems to me that he's going to be open any second now. If this defender follows, I think this is Lockett, but it might be Swain, to the outside, which is where Lockett or Swain, I can't tell who this is about to go, then Everett's going to be open because this guy won't be there. But if this guy stays in this zone, then this guy is going to probably be open himself for a 1st down. And this is the first play that really aggravates me and really makes me wonder about Wilson's ability to make decisions in these situations. I haven't had a lot to complain about yet. A few things have been curious to me. But as you can see in this picture, Wilson has already thrown the ball. He threw the ball before Everett came out of his break. Everett was still planting his foot, and Wilson had already thrown this ball. And I'm not going to show the second half of the play, but you can look it up if you want to. This is a jump ball to Metcalf 20 yards down the field, who is tightly covered. The pass would go incomplete. I think there was pass interference on the play, but they didn't call it. And why are you throwing a 20-yard jump ball on 3rd and 3? If you wait another second, you've still got a decent pocket. You can step up here probably. Everett's probably about to break open over the middle for a 1st down. Lockett or Swain, whoever this is, I'm not 100% sure who this is right here. I think it's Swain, now that I think about it. But one of those two guys should be coming open for a quick catch and 1st down. Instead, we go 3 and out, and we're punting. So this one, this is definitely a strike against Wilson's ability to use tight ends, I think. Okay, that's play number 4. Let's go to play number 5, and this is on our next drive. 3rd and 8, 5 minutes left, 5:10 left approximately. Another huge play in this game. If we get this 1st down, I think we win this game. If we get a 1st down on this play, I think we win this game. And unfortunately, I don't have nearly as much to say about this play. Everett lines up wide left up here, so he lines up as a wide receiver again, an outside wide receiver at that. So that's cool. And as near as I can tell from the footage that I have, he runs a go route, which I'm not a big fan of the go routes on 3rd and 8, but you got to clear out the safety so something can happen underneath maybe. Now, Everett is not involved in the play. I'm not sure if Wilson ever really looked at him. I don't know if he was ever a realistic option for this play. What ends up happening on this play is that Metcalf is wide open over the middle about 4 yards downfield. Wilson hits him. Metcalf turns upfield and picks up about 7 yards. Unfortunately, it was 3rd and 8. We lined up to go for it. Damian Lewis frickin' false starts, and we have to punt. Although I could easily make an argument we should have gone for it anyway. Whatever. So I don't know who to blame or if there's anybody to blame on this play. Everett seemed to be running some kind of go route deep down the field. That's not my favorite usage of your tight end on 3rd and 8, but it could have freed up something else. It seems like it kind of did. Metcalf did get wide open over the field, just wasn't quite able to get the extra yard that he needed. So I don't know. Yeah, it's in the eye of the beholder, let's just say. Okay. This next one is another play where I'm going to get a little angry here. And this play's not a big deal, but something here pisses me off. Okay, so this is 10 seconds left. One tight end on the field. The score is tied. We're trying to pick up about 30 yards so we can try a field goal. 30 yards. We need to get out of bounds because we're out of timeouts because Brendon Shell got hurt. And we're basically just trying to get some sort of field goal attempt on the field so we can try to put the game away before overtime. And Everett stays in to block a pass rusher. He does not run a route. He does not chip and then break away. He does not release. He's just a blocker on this play. And I want you guys to look at this image. There are 2 Tennessee Titan pass rushers on this play. 2 guys rush the quarterback. One guy is being blocked by Gerald Everett. The other guy is being blocked by Travis Homer. We have 5 offensive linemen on the field right here with nothing to do. They may as well all just sit down in a huddle and play Duck, Duck, Goose. They have nothing to do on this play. What the hell am I looking at? Wilson would run for 10 yards and get out of bounds to set up the final play. Not a very meaningful play, but this was so stupid I just had to talk about it. Okay, final play, and this is the final offensive play of the game for the Seahawks. 3rd and 10 with about 8 minutes and 10 seconds left in overtime. 3rd and 10. This is kind of a do-or-die moment for the Seahawks because if the defense gets back on the field, I think we all know that there's just no winning at that point. So we have one tight end on the field, Gerald Everett again, so not very much Will Dissly in this half. He's lined up to the right side of the offensive line, and at the snap, he basically just runs a go route that's angled toward the sideline. So he's kind of sort of just running straight down the field with a slight angle towards the sideline. And based off this image, it's hard to tell if there's anything going on there. It's hard to tell because we don't know where the safety is. Is the safety just going to shade over the top and take it away? Is maybe they're going to be a no safety and Everett's just got one-on-one against a defensive back that he can out-jump? Hard to tell. I can't really guess to that, and it doesn't really matter because the pocket collapses before anything has a real chance to develop because, again, it's 3rd and 10. We need plays down the field. Yeah, Travis Homer's wide open in the flat here, but completing it into the flat is unlikely to accomplish anything of merit. So, yeah. Pocket collapses, Wilson gets sacked at the 1-inch line. Probably should have been a safety, but it wasn't. We lost the game anyway. And that will do it for our look at the way the Seahawks use their tight ends in this game. So, in summation, if you take a look at both halves, one half good, one half bad, but neither half using tight ends, you can put it on a lot of things. There were some plays where I think Wilson's decision-making with regard to where he threw it and how he threw it was off. I think that there's something to be said for Waldron not letting him run routes around the sticks on a lot of 3rd downs. I don't know why he's a complete afterthought on 3rd downs. Why is he running a slant at the line of scrimmage on 3rd and 5? Why is he running a 2-yard out to the flat on 3rd and 11? These are downs where Everett might be a really good target to hit. I mean, Metcalf, I still know Metcalf is a great wide receiver, and I think he's going to be a special player for a long time, but he doesn't have the greatest hands, so Everett might be a better 3rd down target if he has more reliable hands, which I believe that he does. So I think that Waldron bears some of the blame here. I think Wilson bears some of the blame here, and I can't make any drastic conclusions based off of one game, but this was bad. And at the end of the day, I think it was just kind of a perfect storm. The Titans played good coverage on him too. I have to give them credit there, but there was just a lot of stuff not working in the favor of the tight ends in this game, and that's really all I can say about it. Let me know what you guys think down below. There were a couple plays in this bunch that really annoyed me to go back and look at. So let me know if you guys had the same reaction, and I'm going to get out of here. See you guys later today. Peace out. Go Hawks. All you can do is move forward and try to be better.